Hey guys, this is Waxel3355, and I'm here today to analyze the new Mirror's Edge 2 E3 trailer. Now, this trailer came out about 4 weeks ago, and I was very excited when it did because I'm really looking forward to this game. I played the first one, and it was a great game. So, I'm here to look through the trailer and really look deeper into what it shows us so far. So, here we go. So, let's play it. Alright, so we have all the ratings and everything, although it's not completely rated yet. I'm hoping it's probably teen, I would imagine, because the last one is. Alright, so right here we see that Faith is in a tattoo parlor, and already, we can see that the graphics are very much enhanced from last time, although they were even good for a 2008 game. But we can see that they're a lot better, and I'm pretty sure that although this might not be in-game footage, we'll see that a lot of that later. It also might tell us that some of the storyline plots aren't going to be 2D animations instead of what they were in Mirror's Edge, the first one. Now, that's not bad. The 2D animations, cutscenes weren't bad. I actually kind of liked them. But it looks from these that they're not going to be 2D, although that could definitely change. This might just be part of the trailer. So as we can see here, Faith is getting her tattoos, and we now have a scene here with her actually running away from what appears to be enemies that are shooting at her. Now, we have the alarm and everything. It's not a big deal. We see more red also. Well, that's just the alarm, but it might also be indicating more of where to go. That would be an interesting feature, although I don't know if they would need that if they just kept with the regular red objects to show us where to go. So we keep going, we see the wall run, the slide down under the gate just in time, which is pretty neat actually. Then we go back to the tattoo parlor. She's finishing up her first tattoo on her arm, and that's a really interesting thing right there. She kicked down the door, but in the first game, when you kicked down the door, it took a lot longer, because when you went in like that, you would stop, kick down the door, and then you'd have to restart running. It looked like she went through that a lot quicker. Now we also see her first enemy right here. This is a new enemy because they didn't have any of these last time. And it looks like there's going to be more hand-to-hand combat, as the enemies actually have swords and knives and things now, which is pretty cool. One thing to note though, that I might get to later on, is how much more futuristic these look instead of the SWAT. Now, because of the whole tattoo thing, and Faith getting her tattoos, it kind of makes it seem like a prequel, as one of my friends noted. So it's really odd to see how the enemies are a little bit more futuristic than they were the game before. So that's kind of odd, but it might be, I don't know, I'll give that to later. Alright, so as you can see here, she used the same 3 punch kick combo, which is awesome that it's back. And he also flips backwards off the desk, which never happened in the other games. In the other games, if they hit an object like that, they would just kind of stand against the object. They wouldn't fall over it. And if that's in the actual game, that's pretty cool. They are running on Havoc, I believe, the new physics engine, and I heard it was very good. I haven't really read or seen too much in it, but I heard that was a good physics engine, and it looks like it's going to come into play there with the enemies actually absorbing their terrain, kind of, which would look cool. Right, so we finished off the first tattoo, and it almost looks like, since it was drawn, that it's a plan to something, a map or something like that, which would be interesting to see more of. And also, in this scene here, where you see Faith's neck and lower face, you can even see a sweat droplet on her neck, which is pretty cool. And the graphics were definitely intensified from last time. And that looks like it hurts. Alrighty, so we made it to all these enemies, and it looks like they still have guns, which is cool, and they're in their fancy schnazzy outfits, and this, she flips them over, is pretty sick. And also, so it looks like they're gonna have new combat mechanics, which is really cool, like new flips, new attacks instead of just the plain combo, and they punched the glass off of his mask, which I think is another feature that's pretty cool, how the actual physical appearance of the enemies or characters, I guess, changes based on, what you do to them. So if you punch him in the mask, the glass is going to come off. And we see he's just a normal person, he's not like robot or anything. We see a cyborg force, but. And then you see the enemies. You see two on the bottom with knives or swords sawing. One on the glass upstairs with a gun. One on the steps with a knife, and one way up top of the screen, I think, with a gun. I'm pretty sure that's just another enemy. Also, you can see to the right that there are red sofas and cushions and things, which is probably another indication they're going to keep the red stuff, which is cool. And I don't really know what the sign on the right side means, so let's just keep going. Tightening your fist, glove. That would really hurt. Alright, and let's pause. Alright, excellent. So we get the city scene here, which is pretty cool. It looks, obviously, besides more detailed, it looks pretty much the same city. It's white, gleaming, sparkling, and you can even see the bay in the background, which basically means it's the same city. Now, you can also see under Faith's armpit that there's a Raposa or something like that. That was in the last game, I believe. That's still here. And otherwise, in the cityscape, we see a little girl down on the poster on the building. Not a little girl, but you see a woman, face of a woman on there. And I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know if she's important or if it's just an advertisement. I guess we'll see from there. Also, I guess we could take a look at Faith. It looks like her hair is a little different, and, obviously her clothes are, but she has a pouch strapped around her body. So it kind of makes me think that that's going to come and play more than, well, it wasn't there in the first Mirror's Edge game. So I'm thinking that in this one, it actually might come into play, because why would she need it? Unless it's just aesthetics, which it could be. I don't think they would have needed that. They could just put that as a pattern. Now, that could mean that she uses objects from her belt. We're just going to call it a belt. She uses objects from her belt. Could be maybe like smoke grenades or something that she uses. Because last time all she had was an earpiece in her ear, so she didn't need a bag. But now she has one, so maybe she carries around objects. Also, her shoes are different. They don't have the little wedge in between toes and different color scheme. Also, the glove looks different. So I'm pretty sure this is a prequel, because it seems like this could be before when she first got her tattoos, and that could lead to some really cool things. If it's talking about what I always wanted to know about from the first Mirror's Edge game was when she said, "These are our clients," like, the people that fight the cleanliness in 1984-shness of the Big Brother or whatever, So, they're her clients. Those would like go to jail or whatever. So this might have more to do with them. That's why she has the belt, maybe. That would be cool to experiment with, and it would be pretty neat. Also, I don't know if you can see it here, but there is a clip that there is a train right under the woman's face, kind of right to the next of it. So it looks like we're gonna be having more train scenes. There were like 3, 4 maybe in the first Mirror's Edge game, which was cool. Those were actually really cool scenes with the subways and whatnot. So we'll probably have more of that, I would imagine. No flying cars. That's what I thought it was at first. But other than that, I think that basically covers most of the trailer. And yeah. And at the end it says, oh, it uses Frostbite engine. So maybe it doesn't use Havoc engine. I thought it did though. So I also like at the end how it says it's coming when it's ready. My estimate is this winter or maybe early next year. I don't know, I might be underestimating this because it might be a huge project. So you never know. So that was basically my analysis of the Mirror's Edge E3 trailer. When another one comes out, I'll probably analyze that one as well. A couple things I'd like to add are a couple of rumors I've heard. I've heard that they're going to be having open world, which a lot of people have been asking for, where you just, boom, you're in the city and go. Which I thought was cool. Another thing would be nice is multiplayer. If they could somehow figure out how to do a multiplayer game mode where you play with other people like in real time. I think that would be nice. I hope they keep the time trials and speed runs. Those are always fun. Besides that, I think that's it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. This is Wax5355. Subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Adios.